Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Welcome to my channel, and I am a proud gun owner. I have several firearms, and I was watching a video this morning about how to clean one, and I want to try and replicate and make my own video. Only my second time of breaking down a 1911, which is a little different process than a Glock. There's a little bit, another step that you got to do. Let's go ahead and break this one down, but let's first clear our firearm for safety. So we're going to take the magazine button, press that, remove the magazine, place it safely away from the firearm, and we're going to check that the firearm is empty. We'll actually open the slide, which we're going to do anyway, and verify there's nothing in the mag well or in this firearm. We have a safe firearm here. So you can release, you can see we got some dirt here, some gunpowder. What a solid sound the 1911 Kimber has. I am so proud of this weapon, and I've got a brand new one coming on Tuesday that's longer. This is a 3-inch. I'm going to have a 5-inch, same size grip because, well, it holds the same magazine, 7. I have 2 Wilson Combat magazines arriving as well for this firearm, and one for this one and one for my new one. So I just got to show you this weapon. This is amazing. It's a 45 caliber. It's very powerful. It's not too bad to shoot at all, and the only issue I've had is a failure to feed when I don't hold the firearm tight. And so I'm working on that, and since I've been gripping it really tight instead of gripping it like this and getting, recoil, I have slowed down. I'm going to really grip it because, a 45 is more than a 38 or a 380. The failure to feed has been generally due to limp wrist. Because I'm buying the cheapest ball ammo that Academy Sports over here, where I bought the firearm, sells. And I haven't even run any self-defense ammo through it yet at all. People are all talking about the better magazine, the better ammo, all these variables that can affect the way a gun shoots, but yet there's some reputation going on about this one jamming. This is a Kimber. This is an American-made, beautiful firearm. Now, while it's not hand custom made like they do have some, you pay a lot more money. This was a $700 gun that listed for $9. I got a price match and a little coupon and a few things to save myself some money. I opened up a credit card account, and I was able to get this one by them price matching one I found online for $150 cheaper. So I really did buy this gun very, very cheap. That's one of the reasons I love it, because I can't get hurt on it. If I ever want to sell it a year or 5 years from now, it'll certainly bring that. But this is the, let's get to the cleaning part of that. This is not demonstrating what it is. We're going to show you how to clean it. We've already verified that it's clear, and I want to get you in here sort of close so you can see what I'm doing. I'll bring you down a little bit lower. Let me move my camera slightly, if you'll indulge me, and get you on the cleaning table here. I bought some of this here. I saw it online. Another YouTuber that's big into guns uses it. I've used Ballistol also. It's a spray. I don't know why I forgot about it. I think I have some somewhere. This is just a regular dripping oil. But I've got some rags here. The maintenance that's required, I never really cleaned my Glocks much, but these steel 1911s really do need a lot of maintenance. In fact, I should remove these grips. I'm going to pause the video right now and get my little Allen wrench that fits this. It takes a 3/32, and I have one. I don't know. I think it is the actual size, but I'm going to go buy a T hex wrench, Allen wrench, so that I can make sure it's perfect. These are not flathead screws. It's another great thing about Kimber is they use these stainless hex screws here. But the grips You hear that? Have been loosening up after every time I shoot it. But of course, when I'm holding it, it's not going to come off. But they are loosening up. So I'm going to get that T-wrench, and I'm hoping that will... I called Kimber. They said, you shouldn't strip it or anything. It shouldn't be any issue in doing that because it's machined. But don't use any Loctite, because I was asking about it. Because you need to remove these because this is an aluminum frame and you get corrosion back there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them today, and we're going to break this down, remove the slide, and really oil her up. So we'll be right back. All right, so you can see what I've got here is a very Mickey Mouse system to, let me see if I see a size on here. I know it fits it, but there's actually no, this is some crap piece of tool that actually goes in here that I'm going to use because look at this. I can take them right out. Isn't that something? So that's what they are. And I will be getting that tool today at Harbor Freight. I saw them. I actually got a coupon mailed to me. This actually fits perfect, but I don't have any leverage to tighten them up with this little thing. But it will work. Let's remove this rosewood grip. It actually is wood. That is not plastic. Wow. So there's no corrosion here at all. And I see that these things right here actually screw into the frame. And then the screw goes into that. Boy, she's looking less and less pretty, isn't she? When you take off all the, it's like a Christmas tree. You take off all the decorations. Oops, don't lose it. Don't scratch the rosewood grips. And they come off very simple. I say that. They have a nice little recess here. These little things right here that the grip actually goes down. And look at that. That's real wood. Very nice. Very nice. I guess you can't mistake which way they go. This one has the cutout for the magazine release, I guess. Is that what it is? Why is that cutout on there? Let's see. What's that about? No, it doesn't go on this side. Huh. I'm already confused. Now, does that go there? What is this cutout for right here? Oh, okay, this is correct. It goes for the magazine release. See? We don't have it around here, folks. This is the kind of videos you need to watch for some tourist. Oh, I got to get my tool out. This is where the trick comes. I'll be right back. Okay, this is a little tool they give you, and you can use a paper clip, they say, but it better be awful thin because this is a very skinny tool that you put in the under the slide here. I forget the part it's called, but you pull this back like this, and if you see, there is a hole in the, what is that called? Some kind of rod. This thing right here. And there is a hole that you simply place this in. Now you know I can't see. So we're going to keep on coming with this slide here and find the hole. Where are you, hole? Oh, it's all the way up top. I see it now. You know what? It goes better over here because a man should be, I'm left-handed. I'm handicapped. I'm a lefty. There's only 10 to 12% of people that are left-handed. So there's a little hole right here. I'm going to stick it in there. You got to have strong hands. It's a tight slide. I'm wearing my readers. I'm trying to get, this is what people don't like about this, is you got to go through this crap. And I'm beginning to believe them. Now I'm on the hole, but why won't it go in? See? There it goes. Now, there it is. It's in there. And then you're to release very slowly the slide, because you're going to have to pull that right through there. So you want to pull it. See where I have it? Don't push it all the way down like that. Bring it back a little bit, because it's going to. I'll show you in a minute why. All right, so there we go. All right, and then what you do is we have to remove our slide release. And there's a little bump right there, and you push it through. But how does it come out? Well, you pull that slide back again, and we're going to line up there's a little cutout right about here. Can you see? Let me get you in here. Get you right up in here with me. I want to make a good video for you. You kind of line up this little cutout right here with this thing. Bring it back and then push right about in there and push. There it is. You let the slide back a little bit. You can push with your finger on the other side and get it out. Look at that. I got it. That's simple. Now don't let go of this. Come off real slowly like that. And then you're going to be able to just push the slide off. There you go. Look how dirty this gun is. We're going to clean it with some good oil. And there's our slide release. And how you take the barrel out is first you remove, see this right here? That's why I said you can't put that, it'll get jammed up on this black part right here. It's got to come through the barrel. So let's see if it will. We're going to lift this up now, and this is going to come this way. Look. Oh, the barrel, you just lift up and pull this back like this. See? See there? See how it's getting hung up? It's too far out. So you have to now push this up to loosen it and then bring that down a little bit like that. And now we should be able to, does the barrel come out first? No. This does. There you go. See? Comes out. And then you put it back in. This thing, this Allen wrench looking tool, is, and see that little cutout right there? Let me show you. You see this little flat point? This little area right here and here? That has to lay down on top of your barrel. So you put that back in like that. Goes all the way through. And then on the barrel, when we put it back together, you got to lift this up. Don't forget to lift this up. Then when you put it back in, that little flat part there, you can see, has to rest on the barrel. You stick it right through that little hole. Get the whole thing in there. This is up, and you can put it down, and you're good to go. But let's get the barrel out. Let's do it all. It's all back out. That'll just stay in there, and leave that like that. Now the barrel comes out. Well, I really greased it up last time. Oh, that comes this way out. That's why I'm making this video. This actually is going to push this down, is going to go through out that way. And of course, you know, when you put the barrel back in, you're going to want this little doohickey here to be on top. So you wouldn't want to put the barrel in, you know, this way. It wouldn't go anyway. So here's our nice barrel. It says 45 ACP on there. See that? That's nice. It's looking pretty dirty in there. I don't have a brush. I do in my Glock case, but we're going to use basically this rag here. I'm going to put these parts over here so I can use this rag. I'll show you in a moment. Put the screws over there. Now, here's what you got. You got a broke down Kimber. There's the frame. Nice and dirty. The grips off. I never seen a video where they took the rosewood grips off. Guy talks about there's corrosion. This gun's brand new though. But, you know, I'm glad he said it. And plus when I oil it, I'm not going to be getting oil on that wood. I'm going to really get generous with the oil and clean this thing up. So these things right here are sitting in there. They're not going to fall out. The trigger, we're going to work with that. Let's see if we can release it. We can. And that's the proper way to release a hammer on a, let's see if it works, is hold it with between your thumb and index finger. You got to have this depressed as well as pressing this. This is the double safety of a 1911. But don't just hold your thumb. It can slip out. I saw a guy on YouTube do it. I think it's the best way. You just push your safeties in, hold it with index and thumb, squeeze the trigger, see, and let it go. And there's actually, if I were to do that again and squeeze the trigger and then let go of the trigger, look, the hammer stops. There's 2 stages on these 1911s. I'm going to leave that open right there on that stop position because I want to put some oil down in there. So let's get that going. Let's put the oil right here. Let's put the firearm in this rag. Here we go. Let's move all of our stuff up here. Let me do this for a second. We don't edit around here, folks. And what you're seeing here is what I learned from others. That's how we learn, folks. So let's just kind of grip the gun here. Let's get the hops. Is that what it's called? Hops Black Precision Oil, high performance. Any oil will probably do. And let's just start lubing it up here. Let me just lay it down on here. Put some oil to it. I'm going to be kind of generous, so I'm adding. Look at that, it's just dripping on there. I'm just dripping it around. I'm going to drip it in the trigger. What am I saying? The safety, the thumb safety. I'm going down in here, and nothing I need to do in there. Oh, let's throw some down in the trigger. What do you think? Look, just drop it down in there. Ooh, we got generous, folks. But look, we don't have any wood on there or nothing. Let's get it on the slide. Can you see that? I'm putting it on the slide here. Then we're going to wipe this all off. We're going to actually take it now and clean it off, and then we'll go back and oil it, with just little drips. I think if you screw this down to just open, it won't come out as fast. I noticed that. This thing screws open quite a bit. So let's wipe our gun down. Let's get that trigger out. All that. Oh, we didn't put any in our, let's put it down in here. See, the oil's not coming out real fast. I have to squeeze. I don't even have it open up enough. Let's open a little bit more. Oh, it still comes out pretty good. But let's get that. Yeah. I poured it down in there already. We got this thing really lubed up. So let's wipe it out now. Let's wipe it clean. Let's get it going. Let's get that trigger back. Let's add more oil. Let's put some more oil right down in that trigger. We want this baby to run like a well-oiled machine, right? Now we want to make sure that we wipe off all the excess and get down in there and get that gunpowder out. I don't know how we're going to clean that barrel. We got to get a little brush for that. Some of those cotton things that you see people. You look how clean I'm getting it. It comes right out. All that residue. There's nothing in here that I'm worried about, grabbing and snagging and, pulling away. Let's pull that down in there like that. Let's squeeze that down in there. This is a lint-free microfiber. Oh yeah, I got it down there good. I got that cleaned up pretty good. That's coming out. There's a little darkness right down in there. I'm sticking my finger down there. I take my pinky. I can get it down in there. I'm going to run my finger down these slide wells. I'm basically wiping the oil off. I'm running the safety back and forth. Boy, that's a nice safety. I'm wiping off the excess here. So she's looking good again, right? Getting the oil off the trigger, the frame. We're going to get that barrel cleaned up now. Do you put oil right down in the barrel? Is that a good idea? Make the bullets slip out quicker? Look at this. We're cleaning out this rail. We're making this baby showroom. Yeah. Love this weapon. You take care of your weapons. And then we're going to run that trigger. Contrary to what I said a moment ago, I'm going to make sure the safety's down. I'm going to snap that baby. This is only a 4 to 5 pound, 4.5 pound trigger. Oh, man. What a gun. Got that nice beaver tail on there. You don't get any kind of a bite with the slide racking. That's a 45 ASAP. 45 ACP, I meant to say, of course. Yonkers, New York. Got a little smudge right there. Let's clean that off. Get this baby, that stainless frame, that whatever they call it, brushed aluminum. Looking good. Looking good. It's all well oiled down in that trigger. I don't know if it's okay to dry fire these or not, but I'm going to release it back and forth. Oh man, that's solid. Nice workmanship. Get that oil out of there in the back. I'm just keep going over it, I'm getting all the little oil residue that sits in there. Cleaning my hands. Now, let's lay the frame down. See another little spot right there. And let's wipe off that safety a little bit more. I got my readers on so I can see a little oil shining, which is good. Let's clean that rail out in here. You see this? Hope I'm doing a good video for you. And then we're going to set it down. Some people say the stippling here, like on some of these guns, they have it on the top of the slide. They don't like that because it creates like a magnet for dust and oils. So I like the Kimber barrel or slide that has this smoothness. So I want to just oil that baby up. Let's just do it. Let's go ahead here and get our hops hopping. And let's just oil this baby up. Let's just not be afraid to put it on there. And I don't know. I don't mind, I don't want any rust or anything on my slide. Let's just rub it in, huh? Am I doing the wrong thing here? Is this okay to just douse her in oil? I'll tell you what I learned yesterday at the range is, sights are very important to have something you can see. This one comes with the three dots. Very, very good sights on there. I don't need the glow in the dark or orange or whatever. I wouldn't mind them. I got nothing against them. I have firearms that have that. But I can see these real well. And now let's get in there. See all this right in there? Let's just push the rag down in there and wipe it out, because that's the dust, the carbon, whatever it's called. Let's get it out of there, and we're going to oil it again afterwards. But the oil has made it loose, and let's just get it all out so it doesn't build up. I could probably use, you know what I mean, this little tool here and gently push it down on that track. That's what I'm doing. Just a little quick, easy, no big deal. So that tool is actually kind of handy. I'm able to get down there and get all that carbon and black out of there. And let's one more time go over our barrel. Or I keep calling it a barrel, slide. We don't have it around here, folks. Sure, do appreciate you watching my channel. This is not a professional gun channel, but we're doing what everybody else is doing. I notice my extractor there has got a little, I guess it's all right. I'm just cleaning. Just take your time and go through and rub her and massage her. You know, she's your girl. You got to take care of her. Get those sights good and clean. Get that oil off there. And now we have a nice, slide that was well lubed. We'll put a couple of drops down in here so she can operate good. And the next thing I want to do is work on this piece, whatever it's called. Here, let me show you guys. I don't know why I closed it up. Let's put some good, oh, look at that oil. This is that good machine oil. And let's push it down in here. This slides. Let's get it on there. All right, we got it. And, your little oil rag that you use to polish will be a good rag as you get more oil on it. If you save your rag to always be, don't want to have this come out. I think this thing will shoot off. So be careful there. How does that work? Let me see. If I were to, yeah, it does. It does. It's very hard though. So you're not gonna, well, let's get that oil on that, where that squeezes down. We're getting this good. All right. There's some oil down in that spring. Yeah, I hear that metal on metal. Rubbing that oil in. Very nice. All right. Then comes your big time 45 ACP action. We have a little moving part right here. So let's put some hops on it. Hop to it. Ready? Ooh, we really got it. We got it. And then we're going to just clean her up. Remember, our rag already has some oil on it. We're cleaning this barrel up nicely. I'm not going to put any down in the barrel. I'm going to get those little cotton balls. I'm tempted to get some Kleenex in there and toilet paper or something, but I won't do that. I'll get some of these at Academy when I go buy ammo again. And I know they have all that stuff there to clean. This is a kind of an expensive part here. That's your Kimber machined out barrel. It does look a little dark in there. And 45 bullets are some fat bullets, man. So, remember how we put this back together? I think we did a good job. I'm going to be doing my Glock, and of course I got to do that Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 I have. That little gun is amazing. You got to get one. That thing has never had a failure to feed, unlike this one here from Limp Wristing. Always get that confused. But don't hold your wrist limp on any firearm, especially if it's got some kick, because that can affect the slide and cause a failure to feed. Not necessarily the magazine or the ammo. While those can contribute, I won't argue with anybody. That's what everybody's been saying for years. Um, there's all of our parts. And then we haven't cleaned our little mag release yet. Put that back over here. Bring the hops over. You know, it's nothing to, just, you see that black on there? We want to clean that. We drop a little oil on it. And nothing gets left. Nothing gets forgotten. We're going to clean that up. Oh yeah, see all that black that just came off there? That residue? Over time, everything will cause the machine parts that are such a tight, there's very little, very tight fit is what Kimber is known for. There's slides and everything. There's no rattling with these guns. So why have things built up, carbon built up, that you can simply remove? Look at that. You see that? Look at that. Clean that baby right out in between that. I didn't leave anything undone, folks. I'm doing a good job for you, making a good video for you. And this is well lubed. This little piece right there is moving. Now we cleaned it, and now we're going to put it back together with a little bit of lube. So there's oil down in the trigger and this piece here. I don't think I need to do any more of that. I just wiped off the excess. So we're going to pull the hammer back. And you can see there's a lot of glistening there. That's oiled up. And I could do a better job of cleaning this little bit right in here. I see a little, I'm just OCD. I want to get everything out. All right, that's good enough. Now let's place what we have to do back together. All right, now that we've cleaned the Kimber 1911 Ultra Carry 2, let's reassemble it. And we're going to start with putting the rosewood grips on. This one goes here. I know that for a fact, for a reason, that this one has a cutout, which I'll show you on the other side. Let's take our little screwdriver here. I'll be getting a T-hex Allen wrench soon, so I can really wrench these down tightly. Just throwing these grips right on there. Snug them up. Okay, flip the frame over. Take this one here, and this little cutout we were talking about is to go on away from the mag release. Let's just drop our screw in here. Nice thing about hand doing this is we don't have to worry about cross threading. Go right down there. Wrench it up. You only have to remove the grips occasionally just to check for any corrosion behind there. This is an aluminum frame. I was told by Kimber to never use Loctite on these or anything, so you can remove these. There are other grips you can get as well if you ever want to change it. I wouldn't know why, because this is, you know, really the whole aesthetics of this firearm. So now let's put our slide together. You just take the barrel, and it goes in from the front. There's a little piece here. Slide that down so it can go in. Just like that. Fits in there nice. Like that. Push that back up. And then we're going to need to put the spring housing, or whatever they call this, in this way. So when you come in, make sure you got these little grooves right here. 1, 2, 3, that rest down on the barrel. And don't knock that piece over. So go in kind of slowly, making sure you clear that little thing. Pushing the spring all the way up in there. and then you're ready to put the slide on. If you go to put the slide on and you push in your beaver tail, you're going to push up a little piece right here. It's going to prevent the slide from going all the way back. So don't do that. Don't press the beaver tail. Grab the make sure that stays down. Grab the slide right here. Place it on. All right, it's on. You kind of wiggle it a little bit to where it actually will come back like that. Then you want to pull that lock out. This little thing. Release it gently. And everything is flush and you're in. Now you have some daylight right here. This is where your slide lock goes. Now this is the key. A lot of people don't teach this online. I learned it well, I didn't learn it the hard way because I didn't scratch my gun, but you can. This is going to go in the hole here, okay? And when it does, this piece right here on the inside, there's two things I want to tell you about. One, there's a ramp that's going to come into play. And then also this is a kind of a sharp piece right here. And you can scratch your gun. So remember we have the daylight there. So we know that this goes in this way because we want the stippling to be on top. And it won't go in until we just push this back slightly. See, goes in. And then this is what happens. People try to push this up. They hold this back and they rub back and forth with this, trying to manipulate it in here. And I want to show you something. This little piece right here goes in. That little nibbit, that little nubbit, that actually will go in. Remember that ramp that's on the back of your slide lock? That pushes that down in. You don't need to scrape up. And so do it like this. Like for example, if this was all the way down and you pull the slide back, look. That drops all the way in, right? Flush. It's all the way down. But you can't get it past the trigger. So pull the slide back a little bit. Push this up till you're right on top of the little nubbit thing there. And see this little indentation down here? Right there? That you're going to push down and up to push this thing in. And right now this won't go in all the way until we do this. And you have to actually bring, there's a little half moon. There's a little half moon right here on the bottom of the slide, not this big piece. There's a little half moon right there. That's got to come back to here. So you just kind of grab it, bring that half moon back right about there, and then push this in and up. You have to fiddle with it. Sometimes you have to release it because it's tight on the hand. I've done this a couple of times and my hand's getting weak now. So let's bring this little half moon piece back to here. I'll show you. It's right about, oh, pull this out. Come on back a little bit more. There you go. I pushed it in there. And this now is all the way flush. So it's all, the key is to getting it up to, not down here, we have to slide it up and scrape. Just get it there where you can use that ramp behind there to push that little nibbit in. That nibbit's kind of stiff, but you have to have this little half moon piece right there up here. All right, and that's it. And now we will verify that we have a operating, barrel's in tight, everything's flush here. Looks good. This is all the way flush, and very important. If you don't do it right, this will be sticking out a little bit. Make sure that's all the way against the frame of the gun, and you have your grips on right, so you can push that through the grip, and then a 4-pound trigger. You got a sweet shooter there. So there you go. That's how you put it back together. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up. I'll say goodbye to you guys. I have other firearms that I'll be cleaning and taking apart and reviewing. It's not a gun channel per se, but recently have procured a couple. I've got another one coming on Tuesday. The big brother to this. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. Crush it!